Yes. Welcome back to another episode of Let That Brew Quickly, where we, just trying to proliferate, our knowledge of these brews, trying to highlight our penchant for these fine teas, and just trying to spread overall awareness for health, mentally and physically. Got a special tea today. Well, I wouldn't say special, but it might be, but something different, something out of the box. We're gonna try a different arrangement to this episode. We're just experimenting. So before we get into the tea though today, just want to go ahead and, as usual, give you the Let That Brew quote of the day. And today's quote is this: sometimes regather, sometimes reinvent, sometimes the grain has to be gone against. Let that brew. So I hope you enjoyed the Let That Brew quote of the day. Quite concise, short, snappy, very apparent to me currently. Hope you can relate to that one. Hope that one resonates with you. Sometimes we have to regather, sometimes we have to reinvent ourselves, even if not for anybody but for yourself. And sometimes you have to go against the grain, to step outside your comfort, step outside the box, go left when everybody's going right. But I just hope that you can resonate with that one there. That's the Let That Brew quote of the day. Follow us on Twitter for more quotes. Got a rare quotes that I write and put up there, and so just check that out if you want. Anyway, today let's get into the brew for today. Let's not waste any time, because the kettle's sitting. It's not a metal kettle, so the water's cooling as we speak, and this one's meant to be piping off the boil. So today's tea is the Pukka PEACE Tea. Pukka PEACE Tea from Pukka, obviously. You can see the Pukka PEACE Tea. You had an array of flavors, hence why I decided to do this one. It's a bit more of a common tea, it's a bit more easily accessible, so I decided to tackle this tea here today. And once again, I haven't tasted this tea. This will be the first time I'm tasting it with you viewing, so hopefully it's a good tea, and hopefully we like it. So that's the Pukka PEACE Tea from Pukka. So before we taste the tea, pour the tea, get into the tea, let's just have a look at what Pukka have to say. The packaging looks quite good, and conveniently sort of matches the aesthetic here as well, with the green and the blue. Quite liking that. Says Pukka PEACE, embrace tranquility. That's why I picked it as well, because the name Peace, really trying to work on being peaceful at all times, not harmless, just peaceful. With spearmint, ashwagandha and hemp seed oil, organic. So on the side it says, weave yourself into a world of magical peace with organic spearmint, ground in ashwagandha and earth rejuvenating hemp seed oil. Wonderful. Pukka say, find peace, stillness settles in those who discover their true center. Enjoy a moment of deep tranquility whenever needed. So I'm hoping this tea here brings me some tranquility as soon as it touches the palate. The Pukka story. Ever since Tim and Sebastian founded Pukka, we have remained true to our mission of connecting people to the beauty and power of nature. We blend only the finest organic herbs, using a mastery of science and traditional wisdom, nurturing both you and our beautiful planet with every delicious sip. So let's just get into some of the ingredients of the Pukka tea. We got here chamomile flower, spearmint leaf, 36%, licorice root, lavender flower, 9%, ashwagandha root, hemp seed oil granules. So yeah, it seems like a fairly good tea. 46% fair trade ingredients, certified according to the fair for life standard. Chamomile flower and licorice root were the 40% of the fair trade ingredients, and 10% fair wild certified ingredients. Licorice dried weight. Okay, so you know, we're all here for the fair trade. We love fair trade. The Pukka Peace say that, you know, it's gonna find me settling in stillness and discovering my true center. Let's see if, how true that is. Let's see if we could discover our true center. So let's get right into it. Let's have a look at what these bags are looking like. Once again, you know, not a biodegradable tea bag. Feels pretty, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Feels kind of cheap. It feels kind of cheap. I'm just saying, you know. If you have a look here, it just looks like a bag of dust, really. You know, but I have taken the liberty of emptying one of the bags and actually, you know, seeing what's in the bag. And this is the amount of, I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully it focuses. Let me get it to focus. This is the amount of tea you'll find in the Pukka Peace Tranquility tea. So you literally find about 1 tablespoon or just under a tablespoon of ingredients here. As you can see, doesn't look too colorful. If I'm honest, it looks like, you know, just a bunch of ingredients grinded and thrown in a semi-biodegradable bag, if we could even call it that. But you know, nevertheless, efforts have been made, and you know, it looks green. Looks, you can just about see the sort of, well, yeah. So far, not entirely impressed, but I could be wrong. You know, just like last week, we did the Caruccio Gold. Wasn't impressed by the aesthetics, packaging, anything like that, but the tea, you know, was pleasantly surprising. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just get to the pouring straight away, because, you know, this was meant to be a tea suggested by Pukka to be poured at 100 degrees. So boil only when you need, at 100 degrees. So basically straight off the boil. My kettle's been sitting here for about, I'll say about 7 minutes now. So it shouldn't be too off 100 degrees. Hopefully we'll start, you know, trying to do these teas live. You know, hopefully we can bring equipment in the kitchen and get some live recording, live pouring, you know, boiling on an actual teapot, and you know, making it really live and fresh, you know, so we can get the best possible experience from these brews. So anyway, let's get to the pouring of the Pukka Peace tea. This one there, nice and slow. So, you know, we're just pouring that there. Just pouring that right there. You know, that feeling. So straight away, it sort of gives off an identity, aesthetically, as in its color. You can see that sort of just change the tone of the water instantly. But whilst that brews, I'm gonna try something different today. We're gonna do our sort of light preliminary research. Well, it's not gonna be preliminary, is it? Because we're doing it live. So we're gonna do, you know, some real time, you know, quick research, quick skim through all of the ingredients. We're gonna work our way backwards. One of the main reasons why I picked this tea was because of the ashwagandha ingredient. You know, I've never come across this ingredient in a tea. So I was quite intrigued by the ashwagandha. I don't know if you've heard of it or how much you know about it. So again, we'll just do this live right now with you. We'll read up some points. I've got a website here, healthline.com. Some of the ingredients of the some of the benefits of the ashwagandha, according to healthline.com, it's saying that it may help reduce stress and anxiety, may benefit your athletic performance. Research has shown that ashwagandha may have a beneficial effect on athletic performance and may be a worthwhile supplement for athletes. That's quite good for anyone, working out, doing any sort of athletic bits, if you're physical in any sort. One analysis of research included 12 studies in men and women who took ashwagandha doses between 120 milligrams and 1250 milligrams per day. The results suggested the herb may enhance physical performance, including strength and oxygen use during exercise. So, that's quite good for all you athletes and workers outers out there, if that's even a word. If it's not, we just made it up and we're sticking to it. It may reduce symptoms of some mental health conditions. And, a lot of us suffer from mental health in some capacity, so again, that might be helpful for you if you are a madman, but I'm joking. I'm just saying. It may help boost testosterone and increase fertility in men. My brothers, there are natural things that can help us increase testosterone and fertility. Ashwagandha supplements have been shown in some studies to benefit male fertility, increase the levels of testosterone. In one study, 43 overweight men ages 40 to 70 had a mild fatigue, took tablets containing ashwagandha extract or placebo daily for 8 weeks. The ashwagandha treatment was associated with 18% greater increase in the sexual hormone involved in testosterone production. Additionally, a review of 4 studies found that ashwagandha treatment significantly increased sperm concentration, semen volume, and sperm motility in men with low sperm count. I'm just saying, if the soldiers aren't marching, you haven't found anything else that could help, maybe that might be your go-to, ashwagandha. It may reduce blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation possibly, and may improve brain function, including memory. One review that included 5 clinical studies noted that there was early evidence that ashwagandha could improve cognitive functioning in certain populations, including older adults with mild cognitive impairment and people with schizophrenia. Again, referring back to the mental health could help you with that. Cognitive functions it may benefit included executive functioning, attention, reaction time, performance on cognitive tasks. That's quite good. Also, it may speed up your information processing, hold your attention, immediate and general memory. That's for studies of 50 adults taking 600 milligrams of ashwagandha extract per day for 8 weeks. Also, the ashwagandha root may help improve your sleep. If you're struggling to sleep, maybe this is what you need to take. It's relatively safe, and widely available. So it's not that hard to get the ashwagandha root. Let's just go to another source. We're going to go to Forbes Health and see what Forbes Health has to say about ashwagandha. So, Forbes Health say that same sort of things, relieve stress and anxiety, lowers your blood sugar level, increases your muscle strength. So again, that's relating back to the physical enhancements it may give you, natural physical enhancements. Researchers continue to study ashwagandha's efficiency in improving strength and muscle size. One study found participants experience increased speed and strength. Another study observed an increase in muscle power alongside a lower body fat percentage and reduced cholesterol levels when ashwagandha was consumed. Also improves sexual function in women. So Healthline said it improves testosterone and your sexual function in men. Now Forbes Health is saying it improves sexual function in women. At least one clinical study indicates ashwagandha can benefit women experiencing sexual dysfunction. I did not know that was even a thing. Can women experience sexual dysfunction? Well, according to Forbes Health, they can. The administration of ashwagandha resulted in significant improvements in arousal, lubrication, orgasm, and satisfaction, as self-reported by the participants. It also significantly improved the number of successful sexual encounters and improved metrics or distress around their sex lives and sexuality. Okay, so this can help for women as well. Once again, boosts fertility and testosterone levels in men, sharpens focus and memory, supports heart health. So all the two sources roughly saying the same thing. So this is ashwagandha seems very, very good if you're trying to exert some extra power. Let's say that. So let's move on now. So we'll go to the hemp seed oil. According to newsmedical.net, hemp seed oil can be good for weight regulation. It's quite safe apparently. Also, it can lower your cholesterol levels. It has anti-cancer properties, and hemp oil is a source of healthy fats. Hemp seed oil again. Do you dig deeper into benefits of hemp? We all know in history hemp was used for a lot of things, not just internally, or not just things that were edible or things you ingest. It was used for many things, as far as materials, clothing, many other stuff like that hemp was used for. So again, we're doing some research together right here, right now in real time. We're skimming through it so our tea doesn't get too cold, doesn't overbrew, so we can get it perfectly. So hemp seed oil is another ingredient. The lavender root, so it's got lavender root inside of it, or lavender flower, and according to the Healthline, some of the benefits of lavender flower is it can help battle your insomnia, your anxiety, your hair loss. Pause. The hair loss. Topical use of lavender oil might help to treat a disease called alopecia, which causes a person's hair to fall out in patches, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to alopecia. I'm sure probably someone, I know someone. Again, could help with the hair loss. Lavender oil, according to an older study, a 1998 study of 86 people with alopecia, 44% experienced improved hair growth after massaging an essential oil blend of thyme, rosemary, lavender, and cedarwood in a mixture of carrier oils into their scalp daily for 7 months. While the study is promising, it's difficult to say whether the hair growth could be contributed to the lavender specifically. Again, I could see why. There was thyme, rosemary, and lavender, but again, they say may, so let's just remember this is just may. This is not definite, this is not will, this is may help with these sort of conditions. It could help with headaches and migraines, reduce headaches and migraines, chemotherapy side effects. According to a National Cancer Institute, aromatherapy can help people with cancer to manage the side effects of their treatment. Lavender aromatherapy may help low anxiety about cancer treatment procedures. So lavender, a lot of air fresheners and toilet cleaners and just a lot of stuff are lavender flavored, as far as cosmetic stuff and stuff to use to clean or stuff like that. Can help with depression. Again, I think that again relates back to the aroma therapy in terms of the aromatherapy. It can help with depression, acne, it can help with burns, and help with skin conditions. So yeah, lavender again, good ingredient. Let's move on. So licorice root is also found in the Pukka PEACE tea. Some of its benefits are it may reduce acid reflux and indigestion. If you're somebody that suffers of indigestion, it may reduce acid reflux, may aid skin conditions. It may help treat peptic ulcers. Peptic ulcers are painful sores that develop in your stomach, lower esophagus, or small intestine. It may have some anti-cancer properties, may ease upper respiratory conditions, may protect against cavities, and other benefits go with that. And that's according again to healthline.com. So another ingredient in the Pukka PEACE tea is spearmint leaf, to be precise. Some benefits for the spearmint leaf are that it's good for the digestive system, high in antioxidants. It may aid women with hormone imbalances. For women with hormone imbalances, spearmint tea may provide relief. Studies in women have shown that it can decrease male hormones like testosterone, while increasing female hormones necessary for ovulation. It may reduce facial hair in women. So, I don't know about you, but my grandparents, let's not get too personal, but some women do grow facial hair. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It just is what it is. We're all humans. We all have elements of estrogen and testosterone inside of us. So some may, get more facial hair than others. So it may reduce the facial hair. That's spearmint leaf, by the way. So again, maybe try and getting the spearmint leaf, boiling it up by itself and drinking that as a brew. Drinking spearmint tea may improve your memory, fights bacterial infections. It may lower your blood sugar level, reduce stress. It could improve arthritis pain. It may help lower your blood pressure. And it's easy to incorporate into your diet. That's the spearmint leaf. So again, another great ingredient. We look forward to sort of getting more into spearmint, licorice, all these sort of ingredients individually at some point on Let That Brew. Chamomile. So it has chamomile. Chamomile flower, yeah. So it's got chamomile flower in it. And according to National Center of Biotechnology Information, some of the benefits of the chamomile are anti-inflammatory properties, anti-cancer activity. It can help with a common cold, cardiovascular conditions, colic and diarrhea conditions, eczema. It can help with eczema, hemorrhoids, and overall it just promotes good health. Inflammatory conditions, it aids sleep. Again, we all I think most of us well know chamomile for being a good tea or ingredient to help you rest better. Anxiety, it helps. Diabetes, sore throats and hoarseness, wound healing, and many more benefits. There's a lot more. Honestly, there's so much we could read into. There's so much we could dive deep. But I decided to try something different today. Do the research. The light research, very light, brief research with the viewers or someone who's viewing here right now. I read through all of that. We read through that stuff together. So it's ram-packed full of goodness. In theory, on paper, if reading all of this, all of this literature here, all of these words, seems like this should be an amazing tea. Again, and just thinking of the flavors all here, I'm thinking it should taste amazing as well. So again, good ingredients for the Pukka PEACE tea. Very good ingredients. Now I wanted to try something new again. So recently over the weekend, I was introduced to an app called Yuka, Yuka. Now this app is if it is what it says on the tin, which again I have used it Well, thus far the app's been brilliant. So now what this app essentially does, to my understanding, is you can scan a barcode of any cosmetic or food product, and the app will tell you if it's a good product in terms of its ingredients, what it has as far as salts, proteins, fibers, fats, additives, and then it will also tell you if it's bad, and it will list each ingredient and tell you what the ingredient's about. If it's good, it will tell you a brief synopsis about the ingredient. It will give you sources, i.e., website links to go into other websites, read about the ingredient, to further back up its remarks about the ingredient, and then it will tell you if this ingredient's a good or bad ingredient. So we're gonna scan this live. We're gonna scan this right now with you. I'll show you the app. It's called the Yuka app. I've been using it, as you can see. We'll scan it live, and I'll put a screenshot up, whatever, somewhere here as I'm scanning this, and we'll scan the tea, and we'll see what the results are for this tea. We'll see if it's a good tea. We'll see the ingredients. We'll see what's happening with it, and yeah. So let's just go ahead with it. So as you can see, there's a barcode here for this tea, right there. I'm gonna get the Yuka app, like right now. I'll do it with you right now. I'll scan it. If it scans. Brilliant. So I'll do that one more time. I'll get the Yuka, I'll scan it. So according to the Yuka app, this Pukka tea is and it gives you a rating, sorry. So from 0 to 100, if the product's good or healthy or good for you, 0 being the worst, 100 being the best. And the Yuka app has given the Pukka PEACE tea a 90 out of 100 rating, an excellent rating. So there's no additives in this tea. It's 100% fruit and veg, 0 calories, 0 saturated fat, 0 sugars, and 0 salts. So this is a great tea. This should be a great tea as far as its health benefits, as far as will it affect you in a negative way. So try the app, Yuka app. As you go shopping, start scanning the barcodes of certain ingredients. Not everything will come up, so it doesn't do alcohol, water, but for most products, deodorants, any sort of cosmetic products using your skin or your body, so anything you ingest and use internally, externally, will come up, and it will give it a rating, and it will also give reasons as to why the rating is high or low. So if it's low, it will tell you what ingredient's bad, if it's hazardous, if it has this and that in it. And it's a great app, so try it out, Yuka app. I'll put it here. I've screenshotted this this little scan we just did there, and yeah, well, I'll put that up here as I do it, and so you can get into it. So let's dive right into this Pukka PEACE tea. Let's dive right into it. So far, you can see the bag's been strained. We can see the color here being really tackled. It hasn't alleviated the water, rather it's bonded with this liquid here, and made itself really a part of it. And again, color's not great, not too far off from when it first got poured. As we see in previous teas, some after 5 to 6 7 minute brew, the water's drastically changed in comparison to when the water was first poured. I mean, the color's drastically changed. So it looks pretty good, quite cloudy, and the kettle's been, well, I don't think this has anything to do with the water, honestly, because if we saw the tea last week or last episode, previous episodes, this is to me, in my honest, humble opinion, this is all to do with the bag, the ingredients of the bag. So quite cloudy, you know, not great color, not great aesthetic as far as you know, tea goes. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna get right in, guys, and just taste it. Been going on for a minute now. We're gonna go ahead and taste this tea. So you can smell that. You can smell the sort of spearmint. You can definitely smell the spearmint, but also you can smell the earthiness. It's got a sort of earthy aroma. Not sure if that's the ashwagandha, but you can smell. It's like you can definitely smell the spearmint. You know, spearmint, peppermint, all in the same sort of family as far as familiarity. And you can definitely smell that spearmint. But again, there's this sort of earthy smell. I think that licorice just kicking through a little bit as well. Yeah, it smells quite good. Let's just get to the tasting. Let's get straight into it, because I'm dying to taste this. And once again, I haven't tasted this yet. I've bought it, I have not tasted it, so we're going to be tasting this for the first time. So this is the Pukka PEACE tea. Let's have a go. I must say, I'm not blown away, but it's not bad. You know, I'm not blown away. It's not bad. Yeah. Nah. Nothing to. Yeah, I'm not blown away. I'm really not blown away. It's okay tea. It's good. Not great, not amazing. It's good. It's okay, you know, like average. Yeah, if I'm honest, quite bland. Now, I don't know if that's due to the ratio of water compared to tea bag, but again, you know, if we have another look, this is the amount that's in a actual bag. Not a lot. So you know, and at a price point of £4, which is equal to the tea pigs now is gone down to £4. Used to be £4.15 from Sainsbury's. This Pukka tea here is £4, and I honestly don't think it's anywhere near the quality of the tea pigs Mouthfang or the other tea pig flavors, and so I honestly don't think it's worth £4. Yeah, average. So that's the Pukka PEACE tea. I'm trying to think if we can improve this. I think, you know, I think we're gonna have to go ahead and give this let that brew disapproval. Only because, again, you know, for £4, I don't think it's worth it. It's nowhere near the quality of tea pigs or, you know, other teas we've previously sort of tasted. The amount of actual ingredients, or the amount of actual, you know, loose leaves you get in a bag is literally, it's about, you know, the two-thirds of a tablespoon. Not great. So it wouldn't give an impactful flavor. It wouldn't give you that punch to your throat. Again, and you know, the box quite good. You know, they spent a lot on making it look pretty, and, you know, a lot of writing, and you know little quotes, and good little designs and graphics, and it looks good. But again, for £4, I don't think that's worth. And how many tea bags you get? Let me just check if they say how many tea bags is in 20 sachets of tea. So again, tea pigs will give you 15, but I think it's worth way more. I think what's in a tea pig's bag is again as well is way more, because if I were to make this as a loose tea, even if for 1 cup I wouldn't put 2/3 of a tablespoon. I'll put way more to make my tea really, really strong and pack that punch. So again, I'm gonna have to disapprove. We're gonna have to disapprove this tea here. Let That Brew. Again, due to not being worth the price, not enough, tea in the actual tea bag in the sachet. I think there's more effort put into, being quirky and having nice stuff written on the box, and, a nice design to the box to actually, and I'm not sure where they're sourcing their stuff. It's fair trade. So maybe again, that's why I did say the bags did feel quite cheap. They didn't look great. And again, I assumed, from experience that it probably wouldn't taste amazing. And, I don't think I was wrong. Didn't wow me at all. So unfortunately, that's the first disapproval of season 2 of Let That Brew quickly for the Pukka PEACE tea. So anyway, that was that Pukka PEACE tea. Hope you learned something from this episode here. Look out for more episodes coming soon. Try and keep in touch. Get us, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, whatever. Email us. If you got any teas you want us to review, if you got any suggestions. We did do this episode a bit different. We've done live real-time research. Introduce you to the Yuka app. Check that out, because again, I'm here for the health of my people. I'm here for the positive alignment of anything that comes together in the best possible way. So again, check out the Yuka app. Scan your products. Start knowing what you're consuming. Health is wealth, people. Your diet isn't just what you eat. It isn't just on the inside. So let's try and keep a positive manner. And once again, let's try and relate to this quote of reinventing, regathering, and going against the grain. So this has been Let That Brew quickly. Peace.
RealTalkRiddims. RealTalkRiddims.